Welcome back to No Nicotine.
I'm Izzy.
I'm Vivian.
And I'm Addie. And we're from Mr. Pryor's Honors History class.
Today we'll be addressing the issue of negative effects of nicotine on high school students. I'm going to be talking about what the problem is and why we should care.
I'm going to be talking about the effect that it has on the community.
And I'm going to be talking about how the problem can be solved and who you can talk to.
I'm going to start with talking about what is the problem, why it's an issue, and why we should care. The problem is that high school students are using drugs and nicotine products and they are unaware of the chemicals and the serious risks and consequences that they have. People are continuously peer pressured into using drugs and illegal products at a young age in high school and middle school and become addictive because of the addicted substances in them. Vaping companies use manipulative marketing to draw younger users in. They use flavorful taste that draws younger audiences. Nicotine is an addictive substance that once high school students try, they get addicted. According to the CDC, 43.6% of students who have ever tried e-cigarettes are current users today. The use of nicotine has countless negative effects. Even aside from the hidden chemicals, it increases having anxiety and depression. According to Truth Initiative, nicotine products disrupt the development of your brain in younger humans. It harms attention, learning, self-control, and addiction susceptibility. Truth Initiative conducted a survey with both nicotine users and non-nicotine users. Those who use nicotine products were 2 times more likely to have depression and had higher stress and anxiety symptoms. The American Heart Association also surveyed 2,505 people from ages 13 to 24. 50% of vapers had depression symptoms compared to 24% of non-vapers, and over 50% of vapers experienced suicidal thoughts, while only 33% of non-vapers experienced those. Even though the vape users reportedly use vapes to calm down and cope with stress and anxiety, many users are unaware of the effects to the lungs. Popcorn lung is a recently discovered lung disease that is irreversible. It causes thickening and narrowing of the airways, wheezing, and shortness of breath. It is caused by inhaling the chemicals that are in many vaping products. It also increases the likelihood of smoking cigarettes and other substances in the future.
So what even is the impact of nicotine on the community? Many high schoolers think that it doesn't harm them or they don't care that it harms them. Teens get the most affected by nicotine, and here's why. According to the Department of Health, the use of nicotine impacts teen brain's development, which creates memory loss, learning attention, and behavioral issues in school. Memory, attention, and behavior are all extremely important in students' ability to learn. Without them, they can impact students' way of learning, which can impact their grades they get. While impacting their grades, this leads to a lower GPA and impacts where they go to college. While in college, students who use nicotine might have a harder time learning or remembering all the information in a big lecture. This impacts where they get a job in the future. The use of nicotine can also lead to SIDS disease and as well a future addiction. High doses of nicotine can also be extremely fatal. While teens might think nicotine doesn't impact them, on a greater scale, nicotine can be extremely addictive and harmful.
Finally, I'm going to be talking about how to fix this issue and who you can reach out to fix it. Fixing the issue of nicotine addiction is a difficult but possible task that requires a combination of prevention, education, regulation, support systems, and a community involvement. Starting with education, it is important to teach kids from a young age how detrimental nicotine is to their mental and physical health. Using real stories of the negative impact of nicotine is a helpful way to show young kids the consequences of vaping, which, according to NIH, include the following side effects: depression, bipolar disorder, popcorn lung, and tobacco use disorder, which is commonly fatal. Another step to take towards fixing the nicotine pandemic is stronger prevention and regulation. According to the CDC, 5.9% of U.S. middle schoolers vape as of 2024, and 7.8% of high schoolers. This is an extremely large number of youth who use nicotine products, and one of the most effective ways to prevent it is through regulation. This can be made possible by restricting sales of vapes to people over the age of 21. Banning the use of flavors in vapes because, according to the Department of Health, flavored nicotine products are more addictive, and 87.6% of smokers use flavored products. And finally, restricting marketing that targets youth, for example, colorful packaging and social media influencers. Lastly, strengthening support systems and community involvement gives stronger aid to those who are struggling with addiction. Just like Alcoholics Anonymous and other addiction awareness groups, starting one for nicotine could be very beneficial and influential because it gives people a group to lean on that is also going through addiction. On top of that, by including parents and peers in the effort to organize fundraisers, events, etc., you are getting a larger number of people to overcome the problem of nicotine addiction. By taking these steps, we can stop addiction at the source and continue to spread awareness for those who are addicted and bring an end to the problem. If you feel inspired to take action as an individual, feel free to reach out to the following organizations which specialize in preventing nicotine use among the youth. These organizations include the Truth Initiative, Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, CDC's Office on Smoking and Health, or Parents Against Vaping.
Thanks for watching. We hope you learned a lot. And remember,
No nicotine!